morning, students. How are you all? Is everyone fine? Yes? Okay, so let's start with today's class. So before that, let's just revise what we have studied in our previous class. So we had studied about square and square root, right? How to find the square of a given number or how to find the square root of a given number, okay? And then we also studied its application. One of the application of square and square root is that we can find the area of a given square, or we can find the side length of a square if the area is given, okay? So that was all about square and square roots. So in today's class we are going to study about cube roots, okay? So what is a cube or a cube root, okay? So if I have a number, suppose 3, okay? And if I multiply the number 3 to itself 3 times, okay? That means 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, okay? Then the answer which I get, 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 3 is 27, okay? So the answer which I am getting here after multiplying 3 to itself 3 times is 27. So we say that the cube root of 3, the cube of 3, cube means we put a number 3 raised to the given number. Cube means what? The given number is raised to the power 3. Cube means the power 3. Okay. So we say that the cube of 3 is 27. Okay. So this is the 27 is the cube of 3, or 3 cube is 27. So how do we read this? We read this as 3 cube is 27, or we read it as 27 is the cube of 3. Okay, so we say that 27 is the cube of 3, or 3 cube is 27. Okay, so this is about cube. Now what is a cube root? What is a cube root? When this cube sign from one side of equal to goes to the other side. Okay, so if I shift this cube sign from this side, from the left hand side to the right hand side, when this cube sign goes to this side, it becomes a cube root. Okay, that means I can write this as, and we had seen before that a square root sign is just like this, right? Square root sign is like this, but the cube root sign is we put a small 3 and then we put the root sign. Okay, so this is read as the cube root sign. So we can say that the cube root of 27 is 3. Okay, so the number 3, when we multiply the number 3 to itself 3 times, we get 27. So the cube root of 27 is 3. Now I'll give you another example. Suppose if I take 4, okay, 4, and if I have to find its cube, okay, so I will multiply 4 to itself 3 times. So 4 into 4 into 4. So what is 4 into 4? 4 4s are 16, and 16 into 4 is 64. Okay, so the answer is 64. So the cube of 4 is 64. Or if we say, if we want to know the cube root of 64, then we will write the cube root of 64 is 4. So which number multiplied to itself 3 times will give me 64? The number 4. When I multiply number 4 to itself 3 times, I get 64. Okay, so the cube root of 64 is 4. Okay, so this was about cube and cube root. And now I will tell you how to, what is the cube and cube root of a negative number. Okay, so now if I put a negative sign to this 4, to this number 4, if I put a negative sign, so this becomes negative of 4. Okay, and if I have to find the cube root of this negative number, okay, so then what will I have to do? I will have to multiply the number negative 4 or minus 4 to itself 3 times. Means I have to multiply it by, multiply minus 4 by minus 4. How many times? 3 times. Okay, so this is minus 4 into minus 4 into minus 4. So the answer will remain the same. 4 into 4 into 4 is 64 as we know. So the answer will be 64 only. But the sign will change. Okay, why? Because this negative multiplied by second negative will become positive. Negative into negative is positive. We have seen this by sign rule table, right? So according to the sign rules, negative into negative is positive. Then again, which we have got the positive number from these two negative numbers. After multiplying that positive to the next negative number, positive into negative will again become negative. Okay. So wait, let me explain it to you again. The multiplication of these two numbers will be what? Plus 16. Okay. Negative into negative is positive. And 4 into 4 is 16. Okay. So now this multiplication is plus 16 and now we are multiplying it by minus 4. Okay. So 16 into 4 is 64 and plus into minus is minus. So this answer is negative. Okay. So from this we conclude what? That the cube of any negative number is negative, or the cube root. If I write it like this, if I have 64 minus 64 as my number, and if I have to find the cube root of it, then I write cube root of minus 64 will be what? Minus 4. Okay. So from this we say that the cube of a negative number is negative. Okay. Or the cube root of a negative number is negative. Okay. So any negative number, if we are given with any negative number, its answer will also be negative. Its answer means its cube, or if we have to find the cube and cube root of a negative number will be a negative number. Okay. So we have seen how to find the cube and cube root, and now I will tell you how to find the cube and cube root of any number. We can find the cube and cube root of any number, even a decimal number, by using a calculator. So I will tell you how to use a calculator to find cube and cube roots of any given number. Let it be a decimal number or any kind of number. Okay. Okay. Now we will see how to find the cube and cube root of a given number by using a calculator. Okay. So first let me tell you how to start or how to on and off a calculator. The calculator which I am using is of Casio, and the functions are 82. It has 82 functions in it. Okay. So you can buy this calculator. Okay. You will be needing a calculator, and you are allowed to use a calculator from grade 7 onwards, right? So it's better you purchase a calculator well in advance, so that you become familiar to its functions and all, the keys and all, how to use it, and how to solve the sums using the calculator. Okay. So this is a Casio 82 functions calculator. Okay. So first thing, how to on it? We just press the on button, which is at the extreme right corner. Okay. So this on button, when we press the on key, the calculator is on. Okay. And if I have to off it, then what I do, I press this shift. Okay. So for off, to make it off, we have to press shift and off. Okay. So here on this calculator, you can see the names of the keys are written. Some are in white, some are in pink, and some are in blue, some are in yellow. Okay. So this means that whenever we are using these two keys, shift and alpha, which is there, shift is when we press the shift key, after that whichever button we or whichever key we press after that, if it is having a yellow name written on top of that key, then for those keys to access, we need to first press the shift key. Okay. And if we have to, if we want to access the pink color buttons, okay. So here pink color buttons are this DEL, that means delete, and AC means all clear. Okay. So if we want to use these two buttons, then first we need to press this alpha. Okay. Alpha, which is in pink here. So first we need to press this alpha, and then the pink keys will work. Okay. And if we want to use the yellow color keys, then we need to press first shift, and then we need to press the respective keys, whichever we want. Okay. So now we will see how to use the calculator and how to get cube and cube roots of a number. Okay. So first I'll tell you how to solve. See, for a given number to multiply 3 times is not much difficult. Okay, so we can multiply a given number like suppose 3 or 5 or 10 or say suppose 16. Okay, so these which are small numbers, we can multiply these numbers 3 times to themselves. Okay, that is not difficult. But if we have very large numbers, like if we say 106 or like 1000 and something, so these, if we have large numbers and if we have to find the cube roots of this number, that means if we have to multiply a given larger number 3 times to itself, then the calculations would be very difficult. So for that, at that time we use a scientific calculator. Okay, so how to use a calculator and how to find a cube root, cube and a cube root of a given number. So let's do the first one. The first one, if I take a number 2.1, okay, so I have to find the cube of the number 2.1. okay, so to find this on the calculator, to do this calculation, and also on the scientific calculator, the finding cubes or cube roots of decimal numbers becomes simple. Okay, so we can find by using the calculator, we can find cube and cube roots of any number, let it be a whole number or let it be a decimal number. Okay, so which keys do I have to press to solve the to find the cube of this 2.1, number 2.1? First I press the number as it is. Okay, so it is 2.1, so I press 2, then there's a key which has a point on it, so that is point, decimal point, and then I press 1, and then there's a key named x cube here. Okay, here if you can see there's a key x cube. I send a photograph of this calculator to you in the notes. Okay, so you can see all the keys which are there. So here at the corner, right corner, there is a x cube key. So I press the x cube key, 2.1, then I press the x cube key. So there's a small 3 written there, that means it is a cube. We have to find the cube, and then we press equal to. Okay, so we get the answer. The answer is displayed 9.261. So what did I press? Which keys did I press? First I press 2.1, and then after that I press x cube key. Okay, and then after that equal to. Okay, so pressing these keys, I got the answer 9.261. Okay, so this is the answer of 2.1. The cube of 2.1 is 9.261. Similarly, we can find the cube of a negative number also. So let's take a negative number. Suppose let's take 1.6. Okay, minus 1.6. So if I have to find the cube of this number, minus 1.6. Okay, so first I press the negative sign. Here there is a negative sign, negative 1.6, and then cube and equal to. Okay, so the answer is minus. Okay, now just now we saw that if the number is negative, then its cube will also be a negative number. So the answer is minus 4.096. Okay, so which keys did I press? I first pressed the negative sign, then I pressed 1, then point, then 6, and then the x cube button. Okay, so this answer I got minus 4.096. Okay, so in this way you can find the cube of a given negative number also. Okay, so these were about cubes. Now how to find the cube roots? To find the cube root of a given number, which keys do we have to press? Okay, so let's take a number. Suppose I take 125. Okay, so if I have to find the cube root of number 125, okay, excuse me. So I have to find the cube root of this. So which keys do I press to find the cube root? There is above the x cube button, there is something written as cube root. Okay, and that is written in yellow. Okay, so I told you before that if the numbers or the names of the keys are written in yellow, then we have to press shift first. Okay, because shift is in yellow. All buttons which are yellow need to be first shift button should be pressed for them. Okay, only then they will access. So first I press the shift button, then I press the x cube button, because on top of x cube it is written as cube root. Okay, so for x cube, for to find any to find cube of any number or to find cube root of any number, the key is same. Okay, only its function changes when we press the shift button. Okay, so x cube, so cube root of 125. So now I press 1, 2, 5. So the answer is 5. Okay, so which all keys did I press? First I pressed shift, then I pressed x cube button. Okay, then I pressed the number 125 and then equal to. Okay, so the answer which I get is 5. So the cube root of 125 is 5. So in this way you can find the cube and cube root of any given number. Let it be a decimal or a normal or a negative or positive number, any number, you can find the cube root and the cube of that given number by using a calculator in this way. Okay, so this was about how to find the cube and cube root. Now we will see where this is applied, where cube and cube root knowledge is applied. Okay, so here you can see I have drawn a figure. So which figure is this? This figure is a cube. Okay, so what is a cube? A cube is a three-dimensional figure which has all its sides equal. Okay, so if I measure all the sides of this given cube, it will be equal. Okay, so this cube I have drawn with side length as 15. Okay, so this side length is 15 centimeters. Okay, so if I have a given cube, then by using the knowledge of how to find cube and cube root of a given number, there is a formula for the cube which is based on cube and cube root. Okay, so if we need to find the volume of this cube, volume means what? Whatever the capacity is there, like whatever this cube has, the how much ever capacity, if we have to find the capacity of this particular cube, then the volume, capacity means the volume, how much space it holds. Okay, so if we have to find the capacity of a given cube, or the volume, capacity is in terms of or in scientific language we call capacity as volume. Okay, so if we have to find the volume of a cube, okay, so volume of a cube, the formula for to find the volume of a cube is side cube. Okay, side cube means what? Whatever the length, whatever is the length of the side which is given of the cube. Okay, we know that all the sides of the cube are going to be the same. Why? Because it is a cube. It is a cube means what? All its sides are same. All its faces, okay, are same. Are same means it is equal, 15 centimeters. So all the sides of this cube will be 15 centimeters. So if we have to find the volume of this given cube, then what we have to do? We have to cube its side length. Okay, so side length, whatever it is given, we have to just cube the side length, and that particular value which we get will be the volume of the given cube. Okay, so this was volume of the cube if the side length was given. Now in some cases, if the volume is given to us and if we have to find the side length of the cube, okay, that means in this particular cube, if the volume would have been given to us, okay, if they had given the volume and we had to find the side length, what is the side length? So for that, there is a little change in the formula. Only this cube sign which is there here, the cube thing will go from here to the other side. Okay, and when it goes to the other side, it becomes a cube root. The cube sign which is there on one side of the equal to sign, after going to the other side, it becomes cube root. Okay, so I write cube root of volume of a cube will give me the side length. Side means the side length, okay, the length of one side of the cube. Okay, so if the volume of the cube is given, we can find the side length by this formula. Side length is equal to cube root of the volume of the cube. Okay. So this is where we can apply our cube and cube root knowledge. If the side length is given, we can find the volume of the given cube, or if the volume is given, we can find the side length of the given cube by using these two formulae. Okay. So now we will see a few sums based on how to find the cube and cube root manually, means by working out, and then how to solve it by using a calculator, and also we will see a few sums based on the applications. Okay. Okay. So now we go to the exercise 1G. Okay. So the first question is, without using a calculator, work out. So we have to solve these sums without using a calculator. Okay. So what is the first one? The first one is 3 cube. So 3 cube means what? We have to multiply number 3 to itself 3 times. Okay. So this is 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Okay. So what is 3 into 3? 9. 9 into 3? 27. Okay. So 27 is the answer. So cube of 3 is 27. Okay. Now the next one. The next one is -1, and we have to find the cube of -1 or -1. So for this we need to multiply -1 to itself 3 times. Right? So -1 into -1 into -1. So now, what is this -1 into -1? 1 into 1 is 1. Minus into minus is plus. So the multiplication of first two numbers, first to 1 is 1. Okay, plus 1. And when we multiply it to the other negative of 1, the third negative of 1, the answer will be what? 1 into 1 is 1. And positive into negative is negative. Okay. So this answer is negative of 1. So the cube of negative of 1 is -1. So the cube, from this we see that the cube of any negative number is also negative. The answer is negative here. Okay. Now we go to the third one. The third one is we have to find the cube root of this given number. Okay. Without using a calculator. Okay. So which number when multiplied to itself 3 times gives us 8? Let's try. 1 into 1 is 1, and again 1 into 1 is 1 only. So we don't get 8. Okay. So now let's try with 2. 2 into 2 is 4, and 4 into 2 is 8. Okay. So if we are multiplying 2, so 2, if we are multiplying to itself 3 times, we get 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 2 is 8. That means which number after multiplied to itself 3 times gives me 8? 2, right? So the answer, cube root of 8 is 2. Okay. So cube root of 8 is 2. Now the fourth one. The fourth one, cube root of -125. Okay. So which number multiplied to itself 3 times will give me 5? See, now here in the last digit it is 5. Okay. So the number which is there, the number which after multiplying it with itself gives me 125 should be ending with 5. Okay. So let's try with 5 first. So let's try how much is 5 into 5 into 5. Okay. 5 multiplying to itself 3 times. So 5 into 5 is 25. And when we multiply 25, this 5 into 5, 25 into 5, we get 125. Okay. So the answer is 5. Okay. So the cube root of 125 is 5. But here the number is negative. Okay. The question which is given is in negative. So the answer will also be negative of 5. Okay. Why? Because when we multiply negative of 5 to itself 3 times, this is negative. Okay. So when we are multiplying -5 to itself 3 times, we are getting -125. So the cube root of -125 is -5. Okay. So now let's go to the second question. The second question is, you may use a calculator to work out. So we can use a calculator to work out these sums. So I explained you how to use a calculator and how to solve these cube and cube root sums. So let's try the first one. The first one is 0.6 cube. So what we have to do? We have to type the numbers. So it is 0.6 and then the x cube key. Okay. and then equal to. So the answer I get is 0.216. So cube of 0.6 is 0.216. Okay, so this is the cube of 0.6. Using a calculator the calculations become simple. Only we need to type the keys and we get the answer directly. Okay, so here we only need to write the answer which we get. Okay, so now go to the second one. The second one is 4.3 raised to 3. That means we have to find the cube of 4.3. So I first press the keys of the numbers 4.3 and then x cube and then equal to, the answer is 79.507. Okay, so 79.507. Okay, so this is the cube of 4.3. Now the third question and the fourth question, we have to find cube roots of the given number. Okay, so what we do to find the cube root, which keys do we press? First we press shift, then we press the x cube button. Okay, that means shift x cube means what? It gives us the cube root sign. So cube root of what number do I have to find? 1.331. So I type the number 1.331 and equal to. So the answer is 1.1. Okay, that means the cube root of 1.331 is 1.1. Now we go to the next, the fourth question, cube root of 21.952. So again the same thing, we have to type shift, then x cube button, so that it comes a cube root sign. Then type the number 21.952 and then equal to, the answer is 2.8. Okay, so 2.8 is the cube root of 21.952. Okay, so we have seen questions 1 and 2 of exercise 1G, in which we had to find the cube and cube roots of given numbers by using a calculator and without using a calculator. Okay, now we will solve the examples based on how to find the volume of a cube and how to find the side length of a cube. Okay, now we go to the question number 3. Question number 3 is, what is the volume of a cube with side length 8.1 millimeter and the second is 0.7 millimeter. So that means in this question, in the sums which are given, they have given us the side length of the cube. Okay, and we have to find the volume of that cube. Okay, so the first one is 8.1 millimeter. The side length is 8.1 millimeter and we have to find its volume. Okay, so what is the formula for volume? So volume of a cube will be equal to side length cube. Okay, so side length is 8.1. So 8.1 cube. Okay, so if I solve and find the cube of 8.1, the answer which I get will be the volume of the given cube. Okay, so let's find how much is 8.1 cube. I'll solve it with the calculator. So 8.1. So first I need to press the keys of the numbers 8.1 and then I press x cube and then equal to. So the answer is 531.441. Okay, so this is 531.441. Okay, so this is the volume of the cube. And now what will be its unit? The length was given in millimeter. Okay, so the volume of the cube will be in millimeter cube. Why millimeter cube? Because if we put 8.1 millimeter here and if we cube the millimeter, it will come in millimeter cube. Okay, so the volume of the given cube is how much? 531.441 millimeter cube. Okay, so the given length of the side which was there, it was in millimeter. So the answer of the volume of cube will be in millimeter cube. Okay, now we go to the next one. The side length is given to us is 0.7 meters. So the volume will be what? Volume of cube. If we need to find the volume, then we have to find the cube of the given side length. So we need to cube the given number 0.7. So I find the cube of 0.7, 0.7, then x cube is equal to, the answer is 0.343. Okay, so the answer is 0.343. So the volume of the given cube with side length 0.7 meters is 0.343, and its unit will be what? 0.7 was in meters. So when we cube the meter, it becomes meter cube. Okay, so this is the final answer. So volume of the cube is how much? 0.343 meter cube. Okay. Okay, so everyone has understood how to find the volume of a cube. If the side length is given, we just have to cube the given side length. Okay, we have to just find the cube of the given side length, and that will be the answer for the volume of the cube. Okay, now we go to the fourth question. The fourth question is, what is the side length of a cube with volume? That means in this question, in the sums, the volume is given. Okay, here the length was given and we had to find the volume, but here it is reverse. The volume is given and we have to find the side length of the cube. Okay, so what is the formula for side length of the cube? Side length will be what? We need to find the cube root of the given volume. Okay, so we need to find here the cube root of the given number is, the given volume is 117.649 centimeter cube. Okay, now we need to find the cube root of this given number. So to find the cube root, first I press shift, then cube root sign, then 117.649 is equal to 4.9. So the answer is 4.9, and the volume here was given in centimeter cube. When we cube root centimeter cube, the cube and cube root sign gets cancelled and only what remains is centimeters. Okay, so the volume was given to us and we had to find the side length of the given cube. So the side length is 4.9 centimeters. The cube, which had a volume of 117.649 centimeter cube, its side length is equal to 4.9 centimeters. Okay, so this was it, and now we go to the next question. The next question is 32.768 millimeter cube. So the volume of that cube is 32.768 millimeter cube, and we have to find the side length. So to find the side length, what we do? We just find the cube root of the given volume. So what is the given volume? 32.768 millimeter cube. Okay, so we find the cube root of 32.768 using a calculator. Shift x cube, 32.768 is equal to, so the answer is 3.2, and cube root and cube sign gets cancelled, so only the unit millimeter is left. Okay, so the side length of a cube whose volume was 32.768 millimeter cube, its side length is 3.2 millimeters. Okay, so I hope everyone has understood this, how to find the volume if the side length is given, and how to find the side length if the volume of the cube is given. Okay, only these are reverse operations. If we want to find the volume of the cube, then we need to cube. Okay, we have to cube. Okay, find the cube of the given length, and if we are given the volume, then, and if we have to find the side length, then we have to cube root the given value. Okay, so here we found out the cube root of the given value. Okay, so that was it for today. I hope everyone has understood how to find the cube and cube root without using a calculator and with using a calculator also, and how we solve the sums which are based on its application. Okay, so that is it for today. We will meet in the next class, students. Till then, take care. Goodbye.